What's the stupidest school policy you've seen? My daughter's lunch got confiscated because it wasn't from the cafeteria. They threw away her homemade sandwich and told her to buy school food instead. Problem was, she's severely allergic to dairy and gluten. The cafeteria had nothing safe for her to eat. I sat there hungry for 4 hours, she said. When I asked for my lunch back, they said it was already in the dumpster. I called the school immediately. The principal said it was policy. Outside food creates liability issues. What about starving a child with medical dietary needs? I asked. She brushed me off. We have salads available. With croutons and cheese dressing, I shot back. That could literally end her. The principal sighed like I was being dramatic. We'll make an exception tomorrow. But the next day, the same lunch monitor confiscated her food again. This time, they claimed the policy came from the district office, not the school. My daughter called me crying from the nurse's office. Mom, my stomach hurt so bad from not eating. I drove straight to the school and demanded to speak with the superintendent. They said he was unavailable and transferred me to his assistant. This is a medical issue, I told her. You're denying a child with allergies access to safe food. The assistant promised to look into it and get back to me. They never called back. They confiscated her lunch again. This time, the lunch monitor actually threw it in the trash while my daughter watched. Rules are rules, she said when my daughter protested. My daughter went to the school nurse, who gave her saltine crackers. That was her entire lunch. I picked her up early and drove straight to our pediatrician. I needed official report that this was medical neglect. Dr. Gaithji was furious when I explained the situation. They're putting her at serious risk, she said. Malnutrition can trigger other health complications. She wrote a detailed letter explaining my daughter's allergies and the medical necessity of bringing outside food. The next morning, I hand-delivered the doctor's letter to the principal. She barely glanced at it before saying the district policy still applied. This is a federal ADA violation, I told her. She shrugged. Take it up with the district. So I called the district office directly. After being transferred 5 times, I finally reached someone who claimed authority over lunch policies. We can't make exceptions, she said. What if other parents start demanding special treatment? Special treatment? I was incredulous. My child has medical needs. She hung up on me. That's when I realized they weren't going to budge through normal channels, but I had a better idea. The next day, I packed her lunch in a medical cooler bag with huge red crosses all over it. I attached the doctor's letter to the outside with clear tape so everyone could see it. Then I walked her to the cafeteria personally. The lunch monitor spotted us immediately and started walking over with that same authoritative stride. Ma'am, outside food isn't— I cut her off loudly. This contains life-saving medication for severe food allergies. Are you medically trained to handle anaphylactic shock? I continued at full volume. The monitor looked around nervously. Well, no, but the policy, because if you confiscate her medication and she has a reaction, you'll be personally liable. I pulled out my phone and started dialing. Should I call 911 now or wait until she stops breathing from eating your dairy-contaminated cafeteria food? The monitor backed away from the bag like it might explode. I need to check with the office, she stammered. The lunch monitor practically ran to find the principal. Within minutes, the principal appeared, looking flustered. She took one look at the medical bag with doctor's orders clearly visible. There seems to be a misunderstanding, she said quietly. No misunderstanding, I replied. Either my daughter eats her medically necessary food, or you explain to the police why you're endangering children's lives. The principal nodded quickly. Of course, medical exceptions are always allowed. They never touched her lunch again.